Well, those grandparents actually that were babysitting me had this little reel-to-reel tape recorder. And my grandpa loved to sing, and he told the story that when they were both born in 1901. And he told the story of his mother trading a bunch of turkeys for a saxophone years ago, and that they had a little family band, and he had a sister with a violin, and one of the other sisters played the piano. I can't imagine that they sounded wonderful, but for their little family, this was music and it was entertainment. And so when they were babysitting me, we would tape record, and somewhere those reel-to-reels, they're probably so brittle they wouldn't play, but we would sing these old songs from their generation. And I think I learned to love music through that experience. And my first piano teacher was sort of similar to that. She was an older lady. She was like a grandma figure to me, who also went blind. And I had to move on to a different piano teacher because she could no longer see the lesson materials. But if I had my lesson material well prepared and if I had a good lesson, she would have me scoot over and we'd play duets from her era. Roll Out the Barrel, 5'2", Put on Your Old Gray Bonnet. All those songs that I knew because I was singing them with my grandparents, when they were watching me. Music was something that I was good at. And I started playing the piano when I was in seventh grade, or when I was 7 in second grade. And I knew halfway through that first lesson book that someday I wanted to be a pianist. I wanted to make my living if I could. I didn't know what that career would look like, but I knew I wanted to be a pianist because it was something that was so positive in my life, and it was something that I was good at. And I lived on a gravel road in this small town of Monticello, and trips to town were limited. We didn't go in multiple times a day. And so activities were somewhat limited, but my family always made sure that I made it to those piano lessons, which, by the way, I think cost $1.25 for a half-hour lesson that turned into probably an hour-long lesson with that duet time at the end.